Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. We're back here on Marvel Spider-Man 2. For anybody who might be curious, the reason why I'm wearing a headset over my hoodie is because it is very cold where I'm at. So for those who are not up to speed on the whole situation, Insomniac Games, they ended up getting hacked by some ransomware hacker group, and as a result they ended up having not only a lot of files and related to upcoming gaming projects stolen from them, but they also had personal information of certain employees taken from them as well. The hacker group gave Insomniac 7 days to respond to their offer, which was to donate $2 million to prevent the files from getting published out there on the internet. Thankfully, Insomniac did not cave into their offer, as they did not give any response to them whatsoever, because if they did respond, it would have enabled this hacker group to keep doing what they've been doing all along. Insomniac and PlayStation, they gave no response to the hacker group, so as a result, Rosita, which are the group that hacked Insomniac Games, they went and published all of the files, all of the personal information of employees out there on the internet for people to see. Within those files that Rosita got a hold of, it pertained to the ongoing development of Marvel's Wolverine that Insomniac is currently working on. It got so bad that very recently a PC build of the game ended up going out on the internet for people to not only download but also play as well. A lot of us have came to the conclusion that this is without a doubt the worst hack we have seen happen to a game dev studio probably in ever. Well, earlier today we finally ended up getting a response from Insomniac Games in regards to them getting hacked by this group. Insomniac posted this press release regarding the hacking situation that they had to endure. Thank you for the outpouring of compassion and unwavering support. It's deeply appreciated. We're both saddened and angered about the recent criminal cyber attack on our studio and the emotional toll it's taken on our dev team. We have focused inwardly for the last several days to support each other. We are aware that the stolen data includes personal information belonging to our employees, former employees, and independent contractors. It also includes early development details about Marvel's Wolverine for PlayStation 5. We continue working quickly to determine what data was impacted. This experience has been extremely distressing for us. We want everyone to enjoy the games we developed as intended and as our players deserve. However, like Logan, Insomniac is resilient. Marvel's Wolverine continues as planned. The game is in early production and will no doubt greatly evolve throughout development, as do all our plans. While we appreciate everyone's enthusiasm, we will share official information about Marvel's Wolverine when the time is right. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac, thank you for your ongoing support during this challenging time. So with that update, they have reassured us that development on Marvel's Wolverine will continue as intended, and they also didn't seem to imply that because of the hack, it's going to potentially cause a delay. But then again, anything is possible, and I wouldn't be surprised if the game does actually get delayed. Now, even though this situation did damage Insomniac to some extent, at the same time, I am confident that they are going to rebound and get back on track, especially since the game is still in early development. Marvel's Wolverine is still in the pre-production stages of development, so what people have seen so far, it most likely won't even be reminiscent of what the final product will be as we get closer to its launch. What still sucks about the whole hacking situation is that some of the employees' personal information got out there for the internet to see, which I seriously don't condone at all, because by doing so, you are pretty much putting their lives at risk by publishing that out there. I don't understand why anybody would think that putting the employees' personal info out there isn't going to be that harmful to them. Just put yourself in their shoes and think about how they would feel if you're not that selfish. I'm genuinely happy to see that Insomniac are rebounding from this and are going to try to get things back on track after the holidays, because this situation was really damaging to them as a studio, and Who knows what could have happened had more been revealed out there to the public. If you guys want to check out the original tweet, I'll be sure to provide a link to it down in the description so you guys can go and check it out for yourselves. But they have reiterated that despite the situation being very distressing for them, they are going to bounce back and they are going to continue developing Marvel's Wolverine as is. As what we have seen, as what some people have seen so far, it's not going to be reminiscent of what the final product will be like as we get closer to launch. Like, I'm so grateful for the existence of this studio, man. Like, Insomniac, they have been putting out consistent quality single-player experiences ever since they started as a studio. Every single time, they have delivered in almost every way, and the fact that they are still keeping that track record going is very, very impressive to see. They've been very consumer friendly, they've been very supportive of other game studios across the industry. These guys and girls are so freaking amazing. Like, I genuinely love the people at Insomniac Games. And I am aware that there are going to be people who are still going to shit on them and criticize them in almost every way and have nothing but hate and disdain for the studio. But understand this. Whether you like them or you hate them, you can't deny the fact that they have developed a very stellar track record of developing video games while simultaneously finding newer ways to satisfy the consumer with what we, as the consumer, look for in a video game. You can't deny that they do their best to deliver in almost every aspect. So you know how there were people on Twitter who were warning each other to not download the PC build of Marvel's Wolverine as your information could get cataloged, therefore you could be breaking the law in some way, shape, or form? Well, it turns out somebody in particular, he fucked around and found out exactly why he should have never did what he did. So this was a tweet that was posted by Sadat the Gamer on Twitter, where he posted a notice that somebody ended up getting from their internet service provider regarding them downloading the PC build of Marvel's Wolverine, which had in some way, shape, or form impacted their internet service that they get from their service provider. We have received a notification by a copyright owner or its authorized agent reporting an alleged infringement of one or more copyrighted works made on or over your Xfinity internet service. What's the issue? The copyright owner has identified the IP address associated with your Xfinity internet account at the time as the source of the infringing works. The works identified by the copyright owner in its notification are listed below. We remind you that use of our service in any manner that constitutes an infringement of any copyrighted work is a violation of Comcast's DMCA policy and may result in the suspension or termination of your service and account. What steps should I take? Please search all of the devices that may be connected to your network for the files mentioned in the complaint details below and delete them. For any additional steps you may take, if you have any questions regarding the notice, please call us at this number. And if we go further down into the notice, you'll notice that the infringing work is titled Wolverine, which is definitely Marvel's Wolverine that Insomniac Games are currently working on. And the reporting party? Well, turns out to be Sony. And this is why so many people have been warning each other to not download the PC build of Marvel's Wolverine onto your computer, as you are pretty much committing some form of infringement, messing around with copyrighted material that isn't yours personally. So in some way, shape, or form, you could be breaking the law, and as a result, you're going to get a notice from your internet service provider to delete whatever files that you have that may suggest some form of infringement is taking place. Just gonna say it again, if you happen to come across a PC build of Marvel's Wolverine and you're seriously thinking about getting a hold of it and playing it for yourself, don't do it, as you're going to get a notice like what that individual got. I really don't want to have to hear about somebody facing legal action all because they wanted to get a playable build of a game that isn't even finished. So please, ladies and gentlemen, don't do it. Don't download it. I really don't want y'all to face legal action. However, in some other good news, I would like to mention that Marvel's Spider-Man 2, apparently its production budget totaled at around $315 million, which is more than any budget for any Spider-Man film that has released to this day. Like, I had been aware that gaming development was pretty expensive to some extent, but I didn't think it would be this expensive. And as a result, the game ended up becoming a resounding success. The money that was invested into developing this game sure as hell paid off for the developers. And I'm so proud of what this game came out to be in its final form. But I want to know from you guys, what do you make of Insomniac Games' response to the overall hacking situation that they had to endure? And are you still excited for Marvel's Wolverine that's set to release in the future? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to know what you guys have to say. But anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like on it. And if you enjoy this type of content, you're more than welcome to hit that subscribe button and that bell notification so you could be notified of when I have uploaded my newest video. I will admit I wasn't really concise with how I was explaining it. I just went off of what I was thinking in my head, hoping that it would land. So I do want to apologize for that. But that being said, thank you all so much for watching. It's been your boy Discreet, and I'll catch you in the next video.